Hey the tubers, Redneck Ryan here. Last update on this for the evening. I have test fitted the engine. It will fit in that shaft on there, but this engine here needs to be raised by an inch, a whole inch. Because I measured from the crankshaft down, and it's an inch difference from the old engine to the new engine. On the new engine, I've taken off a whole bunch of parts, as you can see, just to get it ready and make it easier to put in place. And the motor mounts need to be moved in about a half an inch per side. So not a big deal. Actually much easier than I thought it was going to be. So I gotta go out and get some metal spacers and 4 longer bolts for this, and I can put it in. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually doing a bolt, a washer, and then a couple bolts to make up the inch, and then another washer. Then the engine will go through, and then a washer and a bolt on top. So that's what I'm thinking of doing on each. Just make up the difference with a couple bolts, and then basically set this in and slip everything underneath it, because obviously I can't set it in on top because it has to be slid into the fan housing. So that's my idea. If anyone else has any other ideas on how to do this, I'm open to suggestions. So, and most likely we'll take that and clean that up a bit before I put the new engine on it. And I gotta modify the exhaust. Basically, when this is on there, the exhaust is going to come out and come this way like this. So basically I'm just going to do a pipe off to the side to get as much heat away from here as I can, so just to avoid any issues. This frame is actually in really good condition. The handle moves a little wee bit, but that's just because it's loose right here, which isn't a big deal to tighten up. And the old engine, as you knew, it's seen better days. So if I do decide to scrap it, I'm going to take the carburetor off, it's still good. Take the ignition coil off, it's still good. And that's probably going to be pretty much it. And then I'm going to crack open this case and see how much damage is actually in there. So stay tuned for another autopsy on that little engine. And let's see a random kitty. Sassy! No. Sassy! She's an old bag. So anyways, the engine needs to be raised an inch, and actually that won't be too bad. I'm going to leave all this out here. I'm just going to cover up the new engine and set some of these parts on here. The old motor mount bolts, which obviously needs to be an inch longer, approximately an inch longer. If I can go a little bit longer, I will, but I'm going to try to find all thread bolts. If I can't, I'll have to make up the difference with a couple of larger bolts, and they can't be threaded on if I have to do it like that. So not a big deal. So this thing will be up and running. I don't know when I'll be able to get the parts. Maybe I might be able to get the parts one day this week, or possibly one day next week. I don't know yet. Just gotta wait and see. And there's my compressor. So I'll talk to everyone later. Keep it redneck, and please subscribe and comment, and have a great evening.